What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is the 26th of October. It is Saturday. We're looking here at Aerodrome Finance slash the United States dollar. This will be a daily chart, and the price data is derived from Coinbase. We had another red day yesterday in the markets. Friday, we had a decent reversal in stocks, futures throughout the day, basically opened up higher. Some closed lower and anyways faded through all day. And looks like we had Aerodrome yesterday fading to the downside as well. We closed the day down 8.23% with a close at $1.04. We have a couple levels we talked about yesterday. So we had the 106,420, the 104,829. That's essentially where we closed. And then we have the 98,224, which we didn't get down to that level. Another, of course, lower low yesterday. Yesterday would be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 down day, 8 red day in a row. That's 8 days to the downside. So far today, guys, which is Saturday the 26th, we have a daily higher low today. We have a daily lower high. This market would have to move quite a bit to make a new daily higher high. But if it can just hold its own here and not print a daily lower low, that would be quite good. Eventually it'll happen. We just don't know when. Again, we don't know how much lower this market will go. We have some ideas of where it might stop briefly. But to say, hey, the market's going to pull it down to, 79 and then bottom and rally, I don't have those powers. But I can use my price levels here along the journey to the downside and say, hey, maybe we'll find support here. And then the next day, if we, rally and so on and so forth, can look back and say, yep, that was where the bottom was, just like we did up here, 144.69, saying, yep, that was where the current top is. We talked about a potential area of support near the lows over here from the 3rd and 2nd of October. That's going to be roughly, I guess, just about $1, 1.01. And then this low is 1.01 as well, 1.013, 1.01315. That's right here. We got very close to that yesterday with a low of 102. So I don't have a price level there, but that is an area right around this 101 area. Again, the price levels I have where we basically closed just below yesterday was 104,829. So let's say these markets fade today again. I don't know if they will or not. So far, we're finding a little bit of market resistance at the 106.42 level. You can see we're just below this yellow line, which is 106.42. We're above 104.829. That's essentially where we closed yesterday, slightly below it. So we'll see if we can get above 106.42 today. Maybe we can start to talk about or head towards the 110 again. This is that 110 area that held for a day, or 2 days, I guess, right here in purple, 1.107. And that, that could act as market resistance since it's above the market for a period of time. But again, the way I look at these markets is I want to see the market stop, STOP, making daily lower lows here. All of these daily lower lows. We had a higher low here on the 24th, and then quickly that was lost along with the 110 on Friday. So, hey, if today's a higher daily low, that's great. That'll start to shift the way I look at the market and saying, hey, look, let's start to talk about upper price targets again. Maybe we'll have some price targets up in here between the 110 and the 128 that we can look for the short term. But it's 104.829, 106.42, 110.7. Again, nothing in between here at the moment. And then 128, 129, way up there. As far as to the downside, So to the downside, we have this 101 area. These two lows here, keep an eye on them. We got close. If they break, we're going to drop right down to 98,224. At least that's the level I have on my chart. 98,224. Below that is 95,812. Right here, below that, 92,337. So I don't think we're going to be visiting those levels today, but that is what they are on the chart. The next level of where the price could stop based on previous trading action is going to be right in this zone. So this is right around the 85, 84 cents, right in here. Similar to these lows here where there was price support. This area of resistance could be tested as a floor of support. Again, that's down here at the 85, 84 cent level. Hey, we might not get there, but if we do, hey, let's, keep an eye on it. Just like we didn't get down to 101 yet, let's keep an eye on it if we visit that area. But again, I want to see a daily higher low. If today prints a daily higher low, that's going to shift my mindset to, all right, maybe the selling is over for the, briefly or whatever. And we'll start to talk about higher price targets. But until then, this market could just continue to drift and drift and drift lower. Markets usually will go much higher than people expect. And just when people expect them to go higher, they will fade and go lower, much lower than people expect. So having these, it has to stop at $1, it has to stop at 90, it has to go to $2 or $3. If you keep that mental block in your head, you can get yourself in trouble quickly financially in these markets. So you have to be nimble. You have to be willing to shift with the winds and the market. And sometimes you'll get what you want, but it's not always when you think it will happen. That's all kind of talking to the trader out there. The buy and hold long-term investor, say you're a buy and hold long-term investor for this project, that doesn't really hit home to you because every time it goes lower, you just continue to dollar cost average in. Whereas the trader, they're probably not doing that. And I don't know how many people are trading this or not. Most people are probably just kind of buy and hold longer term. But anyways, that's just kind of how I look at the markets. All right, real quick takeaway. Keep your eyes on today, which would be the 110 is well above the market. Again, that's his purple level. The 106,420 is the yellow line. That's just about where the market's at the moment. Below that, where we basically found support yesterday, we closed slightly below at 104,829. If we put in a new low today from yesterday, 98,224, 95,812, and 92,337, guys. If we start to rally above, 110.7, I will try to jump back on board. And maybe we could start to talk about some new targets in here between the 110 and the 128, but nothing at the moment I have in that area. Let me show you the 3-minute time frame. Here is the market at the moment, trying to turn 106 into price support. Here's 106. You can see we're bouncing off the 106 level this morning. It's trying to turn it into support. And hey, hopefully it does for the bulls, because that could indicate we might start to rally towards the 110.7. But the 3-minute time frame is the time frame I'll use to, if I'm going to be shorter term trading, overnight, couple hours, sometimes longer. Always use the 3-minute time frame. All right, let's jump to BTC. We haven't looked at Bitcoin in a while here. Bitcoin. Looks like we're back below. Yeah, man. Here we are again yesterday, turning 68,748 perfectly into resistance. Yesterday's high. Check this out. Ready? 68,742. What's my level? 68,748. Guys, unbelievable. So that's our current resistance. We got to get above that. Today's an inside day. which means we don't have a new high. We don't have a new low from the previous day. It's inside yesterday's range. Things are quiet. We'll see what happens here. We got to break above 68,748. And then next target above the market would be 71,335. That's what I'm rooting for. I hope it happens. That's going to do very well for cryptocurrencies in the market. Market found resistance at that 71 level back in here, which would have been June, May timeframe, and then faded. It also found resistance where it's currently at 68,748 back in July, and then faded. So if we can get above this level, maybe we can, hang out around the 71, break above that level, and then it's really not too much further until you're into new all-time highs. And man, we're going to see some movers if that starts to take place. Guys, thanks for watching. Of course, not financial advice. All links down below. It does help support the channel. If you are not yet subscribed, join us here. Appreciate it, and we'll catch you in the next one.